This is the installation guide for what we call our universal pole mount or an umbrella mount. When you receive it in a box, it'll come assembled just like this. And all you're going to want to do is take off one side of one set of clamps. So you're going to do the same for the top and the bottom. So you pull one bolt completely out, and then you just loosen up the other side so the clamp hangs free. Now, if you're attaching it to a pole or a baluster, just set it up there like that, and you can pretty much hold it in place with two fingers, essentially, or one hand. Put your bolt through. Attach your wing nut. Tighten them both up. And there, it's on. It's not going anywhere. And now you're going to want to attach the bottom one. Same as you did the other one, the top one. And you want to keep the distance between the two clamps on both sides equal so that it's square. Now, if you're attaching to a baluster which is smaller than that one, you take the loose end of the clamp, one with the square holes in it, and you just turn it around. So instead of it being out like that, you just turn it around so it's like that, and then it'll go smaller than for a smaller baluster. Alright, now once you have it on there, just take your other 4 bolts. If you're going to do an umbrella mount, chances are that it's going to be a larger pole, so you can leave this just as it is, and just loosen them all up. And you shouldn't need to take them apart completely, so you can just let them hang there like that. And then I'm going to grab the umbrella. And just slide it down through the top. For this, you can just let it drop right on down, and you can snug up the bolts just a little bit, and so that you can still move it to the height that you want the umbrella. And then just tighten them all up. Make sure these guys are tight. And there, your umbrella's up. Okay. Now, if you want, at night you can take this umbrella down. You just simply loosen them up a little bit. Same way you put it in, just go opposite, and there you take it out. So you take that out at night, and you can put a tiki torch in its place. That way it gives you some light at night. So it's why we call it a universal mount, because it'll hold a wide variety of poles, and it'll attach to a wide variety of poles. There's that. It's quick and easy. Now, if you want to, what I would do is not have the tiki torch on the inside of the railing, I would actually turn it around and just attach the whole bracket to the outside of the railing, and then put your Tiki torch out there. Personal choice, whatever you feel most comfortable with. This will also hold a shepherd's hook. Now, I don't necessarily have one that goes in the ground like you would buy at the store, mostly because I don't have much of a use for it. So what I do have is one that I made. It's got a flat plate on the bottom for actually bolting down to a tabletop. And for this demonstration, it'll work just as well. If you had a shepherd's hook that went into the ground, it would also work right in here. But what I need to do is, because of the diameter of the hole, I'll show you here in a second, or the diameter of the pole actually. Now, if this is on there like that, you can see that that will not hold the 1/2 inch rod. So what I'm going to do is turn it around so that it will work. So I just take it and flip it around like that, and I'm going to attach one side, and I have to do the same to the bottom. So, but for now, I can go ahead and put this on here, like so, put the other bolt in it. Now, you don't want to have it like that, so just try and keep them even, equal distance there and there, and then, you know, that can be tightened up, and I'm going to leave it a little bit loose while I change this one around real quick. Now, since there's nothing on this hanger, I can adjust it to where I want it to be, and then just go ahead and tighten up the top one. And there, it's held in place, it's not going anywhere. And now I'm just going to go ahead and tighten up the bottom one. Put it in there. It's on. Not going anywhere. And you can go ahead and add bird feeders, hanging baskets. Now if you have a ground rod, this one here is only 4 foot long. So if you have one that's in the ground that's 60 or 70 inches long, maybe longer than that, you have more flexibility as to your height and everything else. So you can put that on there. You could do, we do have a couple lanterns right here. Just want to put one of those on. With a lantern on each side. Me personally, I would have that on the outside of the railing as well, just to give you more deck space. So then you have like this space here. If you have plants and stuff hanging on the outside, then all the leaves and everything fall to the ground. If you have bird feeders out there, same deal, everything falls to the ground. But it'll hold a wide variety of poles and the same clamp on both ends. So if you have a round baluster, that clamp will clamp right to it. So if it's wood, metal, solid plastic, it does not work for PVC because the clamps themselves, as much pressure as they provide, will just crush the plastic. And that's it. That's all I have for installation.